So yesterday I think it was yesterday. I did it within the last couple of days. What is ready to manifest? So today I want to do a 3-card spread on what action will open the next door, right? Because when we're talking about manifesting, we want to bring those things into our lives that we've been asking for. But I wish it was as easy as, oh, you know, I want $1 million in my account, and then the next day $1 million drops into your account, right? It just doesn't work that way. So we need to take action steps. We need to have trust. We need to believe that the universe wants to give us whatever we want. But sitting on our couch all day watching or scrolling on our phone or watching, binge watching a show isn't the way to do it. So we need to take an action step. So whatever it is that you want to manifest, put that in your mind. And this pull is going to be about what action will open the next door. So what action will open the next door? What action will open the next door? That's what I'm asking the cards. What action will open the next door? What action will open the next door? Okay, what action will open the next door? Okay. All right. Cut once. Okay, so if you're joining me for the first time, I'm Melissa from Postcards to the Universe, and this past, I would say, God, maybe a little longer than 6 months, I've just started learning tarot. I started by teaching myself, watching videos, and then I studied under somebody who had a course, and I'm really taking to the cards. I talk about manifesting a lot. That's what my Postcards to the Universe is about. I have people make manifesting postcards. I can't talk today. Oh my God. I have people make manifesting postcards, and it's kind of like a vision board, a mini vision board. Send it to me. I photograph it. And when their manifestation shows up in their reality, I share their stories. I have a show, a podcast, a radio TV show on 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿 Radio, and I have a lot of guests that are really interesting because I love talking about this kind of stuff. So, and I also have a book. You can find if you're on my any of my social medias, you can see all my videos. You can see all about me. So, if you're interested, but if you're here and you're actually staying and you're watching, then this message is for you. The messages are for you, and they are also for me. Like a lot of, when I'm asking these questions, I'm also doing this for me. But I believe there's no coincidences. So whoever is here watching this video, this message is also for you. All right, so I shuffled and I cut. The question, what action will open the next door? Strength. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords. Very interesting. Okay, so right out of the gate, we know that we have the strength to do this, this action. We have the strength to take it upon ourselves to create what it is we want, because that's what we're doing. We're co-creating with the universe, right? So if the strength card, sorry, I'm just moving these things out of the way over here. If the strength card comes up, it's about, you see how she's calm? You see how she's, oh God, look at that. I hate the reflection. You see how she's sitting there with her lion, and she has the infinity symbol over her head, but she has this calmness about her. This isn't brute force strength. This isn't strength on the outside. This is courage. This is inner strength. This is inner power. So this card is confirming for us that we have the courage to do what we need to do to bring the manifestation that we want to fruition, right? So if you're feeling, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Yes, you, yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's a yes, you can. Now, 10s are about completion and transition, and Pentacles are about earthly things. So anything that you want to manifest in the physical, it would make sense that a Pentacles would come up. It could be money, it could be health, it could be anything in physical form, a house, a job, anything like that. Even, I mean, emotions, cups are about our emotions, but Pentacles are about the physical person. So it could be manifesting a new relationship is what you want. So, but 10s are about completion and transition. So coming from the Strength card, I'm going to say that we are complete with some, this is telling me that we have completed what we need to get to move forward, right? Or we need to complete, wrap some things up. Some things need to be wrapped up in our lives to open up the space for this new thing to manifest. And actually, that's what I'm going to go with because I see the 5 of Swords is next. Okay. So what is it that you need to complete? It could be if you want to start a new business, but you're putting all your energy in your old business, you need to wrap that up. If it needs to be a new relationship, but you're still pining over your ex, you need to wrap that up. Like that all just needs to be finished, right? I mean, if you look at the cards, you see this is a celebration. This is a party that they're going to. So it can also have another meaning that once we get what it is that we want, we are going to be very, very happy, right? We're going to be really, really happy. Now, the reason that I think it's more of things that we need to wrap up, because we need to create the space for what we want to come in, because the 5 of Swords have showed up. And the 5 of Swords can be about conflict or change. And it could be about disruption. It could be a challenge. It's a test, right? So 5s are about change. So you have to understand that whatever you want to manifest, you have to be prepared for the change that's coming. And it's going to be asking you to do some things, right? So if you're asking for better relationships, I'm just going to use relationships, for example, because Pentacles, the Pentacle and the Strength card, and this actual Sword card, somebody's walking out the door. So as I'm going by the images, and swords are information, like you're finding out new information. It's about our thoughts. It's about, what we think about. You may know somewhere deep down inside that the relationship you're in isn't a good one, and you have somebody walking out the door. So wrapping up and somebody walking out the door may be what you need. Okay, it can also be like if we're talking about you want to take an action step and you want to create a new business, you need to close, the old business. And there may be some challenges there, and there may be some conflict, and it's going to be a moment of instability, but that's okay. Instability is okay, right? When we're bringing in something new and we don't know what's coming, expect change, expect instability. So it's not a bad card. I'm just going to pull one here. We have the 4, because the 4 is about structure and stability. So interestingly enough, this is about instability and the 4 is about stability. So this is about building your foundation, okay? Right? So, and swords are a lot about our thoughts and what we think about. So have some faith, have some trust in the universe. You see she's sleeping, right? These are her thoughts underneath her. Have some trust in the universe that as long as you keep taking the steps forward, you can build a strong foundation and stability, right? Because that's what you want. So these are your action steps. This is interesting. It's very interesting. It's not a, you know, number one, you do this, number two, you do this. A lot of these cards, this is all about what goes on the inside, because like I've said before, we are a mirror. So whatever is in our life is being mirrored back to us. So it's always an inside job, right? So the action steps you need to take are internal. And things will present themselves. You will meet the right people. You will hear the right, somebody will say something to you that makes something click. You'll hear a song. The words in the song will make sense to you in a way that they never had, that will help you take the next step, the action steps that you need. That's how it works. All right, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.